Hey everybody, it's Jochen Hayden, and I'm back with the Desert Wolf versus Wirraway Ace War in the Pacific campaign. This is scenario 1 with stacking limits, and today we are in the 20th of November, 1942. Let's enjoy this combat replay. Okay, here we are. We are back. It is November 20th, 1942. Desert Wolf versus Wirraway. Let's see what happens this turn. Okay, so the Japanese grab a dot base south of Shortland Islands. I don't know why it's just not happening, but it's happening. Okay, we got Coast Watchers doing the nighttime thing. Alright, so we have nighttime spotting. No night bombing right now. Although we're getting really close to the moonlight being good enough for it. Okay, daytime Coast Watchers. Okay, oh, this is a Dutch sub. Oh, okay. It misses a small patrol boat just north of Babel. One torpedo would have finished that ship off easily. Ah, bummer. A Kate doing ASW. What's up with that? Okay, a lot of Japanese subs spotted today. Okay, back in the air phase, AM. Oscar's sweeping over Lanchow. I'm sure a bombing raid's coming. A lot of sweeps beforehand. I'm hopefully Wirraway's leaving some cap at sea on just in case. It's a pretty sizable raid coming into Lanchow. Alright, and this is targeting the troops. So again, is this a foreshadowing of a ground attack? Who knows? I can't read Wirraway on his ground activity here very well. Okay. A lot of Bettys. Just getting into some meat right there. Destroyed squads are always good. It's an odd location to bomb. So we get some lilies coming out of Tunggu, which I think is dangerous to operate out of there. You know how Desert Wolf likes to blow up airfields, right? That's dangerous. And they accomplished nothing. 84 sallies! Woo! That's gonna be rough. Look at that. Man, he's got to attack soon, right? Those Chinese units are getting just blasted. He has to, another wait. This is over 200 bombers set towards Lanchow this turn. He's got to attack. He's got to attack. Like, why would you send that many bombers in one turn if you're not going to follow it up with the ground attack, right? Again, remember, Wirraway's got troops moving through the mountains here. I think he's trying to break through right here and cut off supplies somehow. That's a pretty decent raid, despite this train being pretty good. Okay. He's trying to break through here too. And Sonya's too. Now, they don't do much damage, but they still disrupt a little bit. I will be shocked. I will be absolutely shocked if Wirraway does not attack this turn. He's sent over 250 bombers to Lanchow in one turn. You don't do that unless you're going to attack on the ground. Oh boy, here it comes. Oh man. You know this is not going to be pretty. Oh man, those poor Japanese units in Nauru are just going to get bombed into non-existence. Now, despite the amount of bombers coming in, you see the casualties are kind of low because the weather obstructs the accuracy somewhat. This raid was actually a little more effective because we're destroying stuff. We want destroyed, not disabled. Yeah, destroyed is always better. Oh, these raids are getting a little less effective. Sure is active with recon out there. He's always looking at that part of Australia, isn't he? Okay, that's your AM phase. Let's go PM. A lot of subs near Millie. Okay, B-26 is coming out of Abe Mama. Let's see what they get done. Very little. The weather got even worse in the PM. So severe storms. They didn't get much done. Okay. All right, there it is. That's your air phase for the day. Now we will roll into land combat, and I really hope that Wirraway attacks at Lanchow, or else I don't know. I'd like to think I could read the situation okay, but he's so afraid to attack up there. I don't get it. I almost feel bad even saying anything because Wirraway has been playing this game so long. He knows much more than I do. There we go. There it is. Okay. What do you think? Is he going to take it? I think he's going to massacre this. He's going to blow right through this. Let me know what you think. I'm about to hit the fast forward button. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Now. What? Okay, so he didn't take it. However, it was nothing but good for him. Let's take a look. Good, adjusted. Fort level taken down to 1. Casualties. Very sustainable for the Japanese. That's minimal. Allies. Much worse, much worse. This is excellent. This is exactly what you want to see. So they didn't take it outright, but we've inflicted a lot of casualties on the Allies, and we knocked the fort level down. This is all good. Good job. Keep it up. Another attack. Another attack. Next turn, don't let up. Hit it again. Okay, a bombardment in the hex just to the west of Chengte. Nothing to write home about there. Tunky. Didn't accomplish much either. That's it. Wow. Well, we did get our ground attack at Lanchow, so I feel better that I figured that one out. He sent so many bombers there, it's telegraphing that the attack is coming. But obviously, it's telegraphing it for this replay. There's nothing the Allies can do to stop it at this point. You know, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. One more turn and he should have that place. All right, let's see what kind of reinforcements we end up with this turn. Okay, tanker. A USM base force, those are always good. Those guys aren't coming. All right, not too bad. Let's look at it. Okay, so we got the attack at Lanchow that I was hoping for. It didn't go exactly as I thought it would, but good enough. Let's look. Aircraft losses for this turn. 6. 3 for the Allies, 3 for the Japanese. 1 Emily shot down due to flak. That's a bummer. You don't want to be losing those. And the rest are all ops losses. For the Allies, 1 wounded pilot out of those 3 aircraft. Let's see if we can figure out who it might be. Let's see here. Well, I have no idea. One of these guys. Okay. So for Army lost points this turn, the Allies took 7, Japanese 1. No ship sunk last turn, or this turn. Looking at political points, the Allies gained 50, so no movement of political points this turn for Desert Wolf. And the total point tally, the Allies went up an additional 1 point, bringing the Japanese win ratio down just a hair to 1.586. Almost unappreciable. Okay, I reviewed the combat report, and so far everything's looking good. Things seem to match up just fine with the actual turn. No desync that I can detect. Second, got a few things to talk about here. The first thing is we see that the 35th Construction Company is located at Kusai Island, and that's going to be out here in the Marshalls somewhere. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of activity at this base for some time now. So we know he's got at least 1 construction company there. Let's see here. Oh, this is always something I like to track. The 2nd Raiding Regiment. Where is it at? Let me see. 2nd Raiding Regiment located at Tulagi. Tulagi is over there in the Guadalcanal. And the Raiding Regiment is a Japanese paratrooper regiment. So it's always good to keep tabs on where your enemy paratroopers are located. Also, we see that there is a cruiser mine layer at Rabaul. I don't know how important that is, but you know, at least you know they got some mine laying capability at Rabaul right now. And last but not least, and this is a weird one, Babel had multiple mentions of radio traffic, right? But when I look at it, and this is kind of weird, I don't know if this is a bug or what. See, detection 2 of 0. That's not normally how this works when you have SIGINT for a base. Normally with that many radio calls, we would see how many ships are there, how many troops, what kind of aircraft are there, at least aircraft type. And we're not seeing any of that. So I don't get why we have 2 of 0 detection. That's kind of weird. It's not standard. Okay. Let's talk about ops. I went through this whole thing. One thing I noticed here, right here. Look at all these aircraft that are grounded due to maintenance. And this is at Aurora and Tabatuea. Let's take a look at what that looks like. At Aurora, we have quite a bit of Allied aircraft that are starting to come down from maintenance due to their heavy usage, right? So this high ops tempo for these 4-engine bombers is starting to catch up with Desert Wolf a bit. I'm sure we'll have to stand a couple of these guys down. This service rating of 4 is the highest service rating in the game, and this is like a multiplier for aircraft damage and fatigue. If you look at this, these fatigue numbers, right? That service rating plays into this. When your fatigue gets to a certain point, the aircraft gets grounded for maintenance, and the lower the service rating, the lower the multiplier on that fatigue rating. So obviously these guys have the highest because it's just so complex, right? Also, we see that at Tabatuea, more aircraft here are starting to get put down for maintenance. All right. Let's also take a look at this. This is something that's pretty important. The Saratoga is now fully repaired and upgraded at Pearl. So now that's the wrong button. Here we go. The Allies have all 6 of their big carriers operational, and they've got nice, good upgrades on them. Look at that. These guys are all ready to go, fully kitted out. So, expect to see, I would think anyway, some carrier operations here in the very near future. Maybe within the next couple turns, these guys are ready to go. Man, can't wait to see that. All right, let's get into the turn here. In China, not much to report other than the Japanese continue this line drive towards this hex here. But the Allies are moving the intercept, so Wirraway is in danger of getting cut off here. He better be very careful about how he operates in this area. But the big story was Lanchow. The Japanese attacked again, and they did very well. If you take a look at the soft values here, look at the disruption. These units are heavily disrupted and are in danger of just straight up falling apart. If I were the Japanese, I would immediately attack again next turn with no rest. Bomb it again, attack it again, and they should be able to blow all these guys out. And then he'll own Lanchow. Keep up the attack here, Wirraway. You got this. Nothing really else happening down here. It's all very stagnant. In Burma, we saw Wirraway do some risky operation here. He flew out of Toungoo with bombers and hit a random unit down here. I don't even know which one it was. Was it this guy? It was either that one or this one. I can't even tell. These disruption numbers look just like regular, like malaria zone fatigue. All right. Anyway, but back to this. This is dangerous. These bases have already been proven to be not tenable for the Japanese to be operating their aircraft out of, because the Allies can just bomb them into oblivion. So hopefully Wirraway pulls these guys right back out of here, even from Momine, Chiang Mai, possibly even down here is not safe. No, we know that's not safe because it's been hit before. So yeah, be careful, Wirraway. You're playing with fire out here. As far as the ground situation, I have no idea what's going on. I can't figure it out. All right, so we can head over to the Marshalls here and the Gilberts. Nauru got hit again. Base is damaged. The troops are probably going to starve out here at the rate that that's going. We are seeing a bit more Japanese submarine activity in the area, but I don't know what their goal is. Like, why do we have subs camped out at Millie? That doesn't seem like it's a very effective strategy, unless they're just topping off fuel or something. I don't really know. Or transporting troops in or out. Maybe they're loading up troops. I don't know. The Allied sub screen has been pushing even more to the northwest, trying to intercept stuff coming in from, like, truck, it looks like. As far as invasion stuff, I really can't get a good read on that either. It looks like he's dropping off stuff at Macon still. As you can see, Macon's got quite a bit more troops on it now. Tarawa as well has a lot more troops on it, to the point where it's even slightly overstacked, or it appears. But I'm not getting a good read on where the next invasion's going to go. We're going to have to wait a bit, I think, to see that. And again, Desert Wolf doesn't typically name his task force very much, so it's hard for me to get a read on where they're going. The last time I saw anything was Macon, and nothing really since then. So your guess is as good as mine, although I would think that Millie is probably more likely at this point, given its proximity to Macon and the fact that Naru's got so many troops on it. But we'll have to see. I don't know. Alright, so the last thing I want to show you before I end this video, not much else to say, is the S-30. Remember that got hit by the Japanese aircraft last turn? It is definitely moving out of the combat zone and heading to Abemama for temporary repairs, because you're not going to be able to fully repair this damage because it's over 5. So a repair ship won't be able to do it. But they can get system damage brought down enough and probably send this guy either to Pearl or to maybe Brisbane. Let's see what's closer. So Abemama to Brisbane, which can repair 55 hexes. And Pearl is 56. So it's an even wash. Who even knows? Either way would be fine. Well, okay, well that's it. Good job on Wirraway for attacking at Lanchow. I've been asking him to do that for many turns now. Finally, I think his subconscious is telling him what he needs to do. So we'll keep watching that. I think next turn or the turn after that, it will fall. I hope you're enjoying this campaign as much as I am. I'm taking notes every day and learning how to be better with my campaigns, watching Desert Wolf, and I hope you guys are too. I'll catch you on the next one.